Hey family, we can never emphasize the place of AI assistants in our day-to-day, especially since the advent of ChatGPT, when we started seeing ChatGPT coming and it's basically changed our entire lives. Now we started to see several AI assistant tools that have come to the fray. We've seen DeepSeek, we've seen Gemini, we've seen several other AI tools that have come into the fray and are basically taking over the space now. But in all my years of using several AI tools, there are three AI tools that seem to stand out, and for me, these three AI tools, even over the course of the years, with the several upgrades that have been made to several other tools, and they've still remained consistent and they've still been delivering considerable value. Although AI tools have their ups and downs, as you would all know, but these three tools have remained consistent, and I mean, they are very useful and they could be for you as well. The first tool on my list is Google Gemini. Now, I don't know what you think, but for me, I think because Google Gemini is by Google, it has access to a large base of information, a large base of data compared to the others. Google Gemini is your go-to tool for research when you want to do deep research, when you're looking for a partner that's able to help you answer any questions or go really deep into the conversation and get good information from you. Google Gemini is able to do all of those things and more. Google Gemini has this way of putting words in details and giving you so much clarity that you don't need to ask several questions before you get to where you're going. But one of the biggest problems I have with Google Gemini is it can be too chatty. I mean, Google Gemini just keeps going on and on and on and on. Even relevant information that you don't need, it keeps on giving you, and this can be a lot. It can be a lot of things to take in. I mean, usually I just go in there, pick up what I need, and I'm gone. But Google Gemini is my go-to guy for any works around research and several other things like that. And of course, with the new models that have narrated to Google Gemini, you can do a whole lot of other things. And I mean, what else can you be looking for in an AI assistant if not found in Google Gemini? Next on my list is Microsoft's Copilot. Yes, Microsoft's Copilot. And I don't know what you think, but Copilot is one of those tools I discovered later on. Copilot always seems to amaze me. I mean, is that assistant that looks very smart. I mean, Copilot is very smart. I sometimes call Copilot very nerdy. And I mean, several other AI tools also use the Copilot model, and they even use Copilot infused into other tools, and several apps and tools I've worked with. But Copilot is very smart. I mean, that's the singular reason why I like Copilot. It's able to get you deep and precise information that you need. I mean, it doesn't get too chatty. Microsoft Copilot is my go-to guy if I want to talk smart. If you want to talk about real information or real things that you would need assistant on and things like that, Copilot is your go-to guy for all of those things. Copilot is very intelligent. Once you tell Copilot, oh, this is what I need, this is what it gives to you. But one of the problems, of course, that I've had with Copilot in the past is Copilot tends to hallucinate, and that can be a bit of a problem. Now, usually when you've been using your Copilot for a while, you will notice that after you've been chatting, having several conversations, it gets to a point that Copilot stops to pick the key details of your conversation, and it starts to delve towards something else that is unrelated to what you're talking about. I mean, I've seen several instances like that. If you also use Copilot, you know that Copilot tends to do this a lot. And now, the top of my list, drum rolls, top of my list is our good old ChatGPT. I mean, who doesn't like ChatGPT? ChatGPT has been around for years. Of course, the first ever AI chatbot to launch, and since then, it has been splendid. It has been splendid. I mean, what can I say? Although I was first an unbeliever, I mean, I didn't want to believe that an AI tool can literally do what I should be doing and things like that. But I mean, that's all in the past. I'll tell you the story another time. But ChatGPT has been awesome. And I mean, the several improvements, the several models, all of the different things that ChatGPT has been doing, it becomes a model AI assistant tool for other AI assistant tools. So ChatGPT has been awesome. I mean, I've not seen any other tool that has been able to beat ChatGPT in the precision, in the detailed. I mean, ChatGPT is like that person you are speaking to. It has come really close, really close to that person you are speaking to. Face to face, you're telling him, oh, this is what I need, this is what I need. When he makes a mistake, you correct it. It picks up the correction, which is something I love very well about ChatGPT. Immediately correct ChatGPT, it picks it up. But of course, ChatGPT can be very naughty sometimes. But all in all, ChatGPT is my go-to guy for anything. I literally mean anything. When I'm doing research, when I want to do marketing, sales, when I'm short of ideas, when I want to collect my thoughts, all of those things, ChatGPT helps you to really process all of those things, and it's keeping storage of all of those memories, and you can really, I mean, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So those are my 3 best AI assistant tools that I've used so far, but I don't know what's yours. If you've used other AI assistant tools that you think is also better than these 3, I mean, you can drop them in the comment section. Let's talk about them. Let's chat about them. It's a new year, and it's a new year to start to pick up AI, to start to learn AI, and start to improve in our businesses and in our careers. Cheers, guys.